I was really looking forward to the 2014 Jersey Boys film. I'd seen Jersey Boys on stage about 15 years ago and really, really loved it. Never got round to watching the film. I finally did, and it's honestly a tremendous disappointment. Maybe I wouldn't be saying that had I never seen the stage musical. That's certainly worth bearing in mind, but at the same time, it's just not that great, and I will expand on why I feel that way. The film was released in 2014. It's directed by Clint Eastwood. It's written by Marshall Brickman and Rick Elise, with a cast including John Lloyd Young, Erich Bergen, Michael Lomenda, Vincent Piazza, Christopher Walken, and various others. And it is the story of the Four Seasons, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. And as I said, the stage musical is just a fabulous, fun, brightly coloured, dazzling experience. And this is flat and dull and lifeless. It's certainly a lot grittier than the stage musical. So if you don't like your kind of stereotypical bright, vibrant, chaotic musical, this could still appeal. So if the subject appeals to you, then I'd say it is worth watching. But the fact that it's based on the stage musical, it doesn't really deliver the quality. Had it just been a completely separate story about the Jersey Boys, then I might be saying, well, I still wouldn't have enjoyed it very much, but my hopes might have been different. But I guess the point there is that if you don't like musicals, but you do like the Jersey Boys, I'd say this would be absolutely fine to watch. I'm not an expert on the Jersey Boys. My basic experience is knowing some songs and having seen the musical 15 years ago, but the story itself is believable. There's definitely a lot of detail as it looks at their music, their obstacles, the characters, but I didn't find it to be engaging. And I actually really, really disliked the first half. I was not just bored, I was annoyed by how boring it was. The second half's a little bit better, but I still find it to be quite dull. Once the music starts, the decent music starts, it becomes a little bit more engaging. Certainly better to listen to, but even then I never really enjoyed the story. I just didn't think it was that fascinating. Maybe I expected too much because of the stage musical, but again, this is based on that, apparently based on that. Whereas had it just been a completely separate story, then that wouldn't have been the case, and I wouldn't have expected something stronger and more engaging and much more visually appealing. This one is incredibly dull to look at. There's basically no colour palette. That's a slight exaggeration, but it's very, very bland. And again, it's just the exact opposite of the musical. The performances are fine, the songs are good, of course, but the story, while detailed, is not actually that interesting. Maybe if you're a huge fan of the Four Seasons, but again, I didn't really know much about the Four Seasons before I saw the stage musical and absolutely adored it. So it shouldn't have to be the case that you have to be a big, big fan to get anything out of this. It's just a huge disappointment. I don't think they took the right direction with this at all, and unfortunately, it's not great. They either should have had no connection to the stage musical, absolutely no suggestion that it was even based on that, and just told a gritty biopic of the Jersey Boys. I still wouldn't have enjoyed it very much, but at least it wouldn't have felt like they were trying to do something better. Or they should have gone down the route of the stage musical and made it a lot more dazzling and exciting and engaging. Unfortunately, it doesn't work very well. Maybe if you're a huge fan of the Jersey Boys, it's worth watching, but otherwise, I don't recommend it.